if the 1995 Alice in Wonderland had actually been released in, let's say, the 70s, I would have thought it would have been a really great achievement in animation and storytelling. But as a 1995 film, it doesn't seem that great. Now, we have to acknowledge that this is impossible to watch without comparing it to the Disney Alice animation, which is fantastic and what I would consider to be the best Alice animation. As a Tim Burton, HBC, Johnny Depp fan, I kind of feel like the Alice in Wonderland film from 2012, I believe, I want to say 2012, is my favourite. But certainly it would take a lot to beat the Disney animation. This one, on its own, is fairly interesting. I feel like it hits the plot points of Alice discovering the White Rabbit and then having the drink me and the eat me. There is one point where she says, I shouldn't drink poison, but this bottle doesn't say it's poison, so she drinks it anyway. Not really sure what message that gives. And then we have the Mad Hatter's Tea Party, and all of the kind of main plot points are there, and painting the roses red. And there are some decent songs in this as well. It's kind of fairly representative of the story in terms of the narration and the plot points it chose to focus on. Considering it's only 45 minutes in length, I think it gets a lot in there, and it tells the story quite well. But the animation itself is up and down. The animation of Alice I don't like. I just don't like the style of the faces in this. I don't think that animation is to my taste. But for example, when she enters the room with several different doors, I really liked that. I thought it was quite trippy, but we still had a lot of kind of pastel colours, and it was really, really appealing and really pleasing to see. So it's very much hit and miss, depending on, I guess, what I'm wanting from it. I would not say that this is a go-to adaptation if you want to explore Alice in Wonderland for the first time. But if you're a fan of Alice in Wonderland, then I would say give this a watch, because it's always interesting to see how somebody else interprets it. This is directed by Toshiyuki Hiruma and Takashi, and written by George Arthur Bloom, obviously based on the narrative by Lewis Carroll. And Alice is voiced by Bailey Reid. I don't recognise any of the voice cast in this, which isn't a problem. I don't have any issues with any of the voice acting. I thought that was definitely really good. And some of the animations were really good as well. I quite liked the animation of the White Rabbit. I did not like the animation of the Cheshire Cat. It was brown, like beige, I guess a brown tabby. Not that interesting and magical, so it ebbs and flows. It's got 5.1 out of 10 on IMDb, and I think that's reasonable. It's not great, it's not terrible. It's very much an average Alice in Wonderland interpretation. I would recommend it. I'd say it's decent enough to watch. But if you've never seen Alice in Wonderland, do not make this one your first port of call. Give it a watch, let me know what you think. If you have a favourite Alice film, do let me know. For me, this one's never going to be my favourite.